Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, Love to pass. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On play action, Love to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To the air again, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Love now to pass on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Working out of the gun, Love. This one swung out here to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally brought down at the 38. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Going back to Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. That catch good for only a couple. Off the play fake, Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is? Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Patriots.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Hey, switch gears. Check.
On the give, this is Harris. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, we gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. From the 38, Love eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Love from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Love. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check. Like 19.
Throwing Jones. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Check 37. Check 37. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Off play action. Jones. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Love's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Love. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Packers 21, Patriots nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 79 Broncos. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
So we got man. Drop 19. Drop 19. Mike 21. Hey, smash. You're not ready. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike Dragon 60. All right, T. Let's All right, T.
A final shot before break. Jump. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Slam. Hey, check that. Street.
Throwing on second down. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Check, Mike 21. Hey, check, Mike 21. Mike 21. Check, Mike 21.
Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's got this down to the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Flush to his right, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the interception, Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Love. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kingsley Kiki picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack on 1st down, Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, this one caught by Crowder. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick slant to Crowder. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check 15.
On 1st down, Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they all.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. On the catch, it's Crowder. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, Jones. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. Now and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check 24, check 24.
Now Jones, off play, under pressure, they got him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Throwing. Love. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds here.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Love
looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, check.
On 4th down, Love. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Devin McCourty picks it off. Breaks through the contact. And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty